Welcome to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Let's Talk Cars Radio is sponsored in part by Napa Car Care Centers, BDG Auto Group, by Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmissions, Advanced Technology Institute, and American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Be a part of the program today by calling 757-222-3705. You may text your comments and questions during the show at 757-866-2192. That's 757-866-2192. Email your questions and comments to Dave at letstalkcarsradio.com. Now, here is the host of Let's Talk Cars Radio, Dave Palash.
Happy Saturday, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pilach, hanging out with Rock and Larry Cobb, and of course, Cameron's doing all of our technical work for us. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, tuning in with us. We're on Facebook Live. Of course, we're on the radio. We got everything covered. So we were out earlier at the car show, Wings and Wheels, over at the Military Aviation Museum over in Pungo. So hope you guys got a chance to check out our little Facebook Live feed and show all the cars that are out there. Very cool event. One of our sponsors is out there, American DIY Garage. So we're hanging out with them, having a good time, up bright and early. And there's a lot of cars, a lot of things out there. So if you haven't had a chance, it's running until 3 o'clock. Get out there, check out the cars, check out some of the planes that are actually out there on display. It is a really good time. Tomorrow we'll actually be out at Cars at Waterside. That's another event that's going on tomorrow over in Norfolk, so definitely check that out as well. Two cool events. You guys have no excuse. You've heard me say it over and over again. Turn off the TV, spend some time with your kids, get out to a car show. They'll love you for it, so you guys have no excuse to get out and have a good time and enjoy this great weather we're having. So awesome, awesome events. How's your guys' week? Pretty good?
Yeah, I turned on the TV.
So you went completely against my advice. Well, it's during the week, so it doesn't count. The weekends I always say, try to turn off the TV, get out there, enjoy yourself.
Just on Monday.
Just on Monday.
Yeah.
Did you watch something good?
I have no idea what I watched.
Well, then it doesn't count.
It was
You guys
just
hear that? Did the listeners hear that? My mic's on today.
He's like, my mic's actually on.
I made it a point to make sure it was on, so one less thing to
You get
complain
about?
Just for that, my week is going amazing.
Right. He's like, the first time ever, I go to speak and my mic's on.
Like, I look over and to make sure it's on the switchboard. I'm like, is it on now? Is it off?
Hey, did you guys see in the news this week? Do y'all remember? Wait. Flashback. Hey, do you guys remember Remember John Cena? Ford sued John Cena for him selling his Ford GT.
Yeah.
When we talked about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And has now changed hands like 4 different times. Ever since he got sued, it's been sold and resold and resold. It is back up for sale again. It's been sold for, I think the last time it sold for like $1.4 million.
It sell for more each time?
Yeah, it's every time it's got just a little bit more money. I think he sold it for like $423,000 or something like that. But yeah, now it's like 1.4 was the last sale. So how can you be sued and you get the brunt of being sued? I think they settled. I don't really know what the even settlement was, but now it's like up for sale like for the 4th time. So
Man.
I'm like, and it's going to. I think the car only acquired like 1 mile on it since all that. So
It's cursed.
Yeah, it's gonna be that car. It's gonna be the car that we talk about forever. So I saw that pop up in the news, and I was just like, I mean, I think the Ford GT is a cool car. Don't get me wrong, but I think it will make news just for that reason, it will make the news.
I thought of you this week when I saw a story.
Which one?
The self-driving tractor.
Well,
Have you seen that?
You know, I've seen them. And we talked about this like a while back. Remember how I always tell you guys that things happen in the background that you all don't get to see?
Squeakorama.
Cameron got this. It has a squeaky chair. It is driving him nuts in the background. You guys can't see him back in the studio, but he's losing his mind because every time he tries to turn, because he's got the computer sitting in front of him. So Cameron always has to like turn around in his seat and touch things and everything. So every time he tries to turn in his seat and touch things, his chair makes a squeaky noise. It was driving him nuts. So off camera, and of course you guys are listening on the radio. He's walking out of the studio holding a chair while I'm trying to do this show.
I got a new chair, guys.
And Larry's just laughing at him as he tries to walk out of the studio
comical.
holding a chair.
I get that chair every time I come in. It's like he purposely puts it there to see if I remember to switch it
I
out.
don't know which one it is, or I'd put some oil on it.
It's all of them. All of them, Larry. All of them.
So yeah, I think it will be that car that just absolutely is the car we talk about
Yeah.
forever because he got sued over it.
It's got the mark.
Now, anyway, so you're the tractors, yes.
I didn't know if you had known about that. I should have figured you did, but I had not. That's the first I had heard of. I mean, tractors like for plowing the field.
No, so
and you
some-
control it by remote control.
Yeah, so somebody sent me a video, like, it's got to be like 2 years ago or so, of a farmer that was sitting on his front porch, and he was just watching his tractors do the work.
Yeah.
And he was watching just a screen, and it was I think it was meant to be kind of comical, but it was serious at the same time. He was like, he finished his morning like coffee and he had his eggs, and then he sat down on his front porch, and it was supposed to be him like, all right, I'm heading out to the fields, and then he sat down like in a rocking chair on the front porch.
Watch the tractors run
And-
back
right,
and forth.
Right, yeah. So it was supposed to be comical, but it was just, and I think it was almost like that one commercial you were telling me about, and it was like, they're coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kind of thing. But it was neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
This was a commercial too.
Was it?
Yeah. And I don't know what they were touting. I just saw the part about the tractor and that how a farmer will have the capability of running multiple tractors on a farm, and that it won't cause any people to lose their jobs. They'll just be reassigned on the farm.
It's like a big Roomba.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they call those things
Is it?
that do your floors
Yeah,
and vacuum your
yeah.
floors in your house? I don't have one, but I think that's
I'd
what
like
they're called.
to. I just won't pay that price.
Look, we talked about this. It goes right back to, buying a new car or car repairs.
Well, they're like about 175, I think now. Which,
I have no idea.
I've looked at them because I think it would be neat to turn that on in the morning when you come home. It goes back to its own little perch, and just your floors are always clean.
We've already had. Didn't we have the conversation?
look,
Okay,
those
I
don't even
understand.
work.
Wait. I understand we're a car show, but let's take a time out for a second. Didn't you and I have the conversation about the video?
Oh
and
my
didn't
God,
I
yes.
Hold on,
yeah,
don't spoil it.
flashback.
Didn't I show you? Didn't I show you the video of how that goes horribly wrong?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
When
yes.
your dog has
Yeah.
an accident in the house and
Yeah.
the rumba comes across it.
and it drug it all over the
Yeah,
house.
okay. I thought you and I had that conversation.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw
All right.
the video.
Time out, taken
Okay.
back. All right.
All right.
I just want to make sure you and I had that conversation.
I don't have a dog.
All right. Moving on back to cars. We get sidetracked.
Well, you guys were talking about tractors. This isn't related to tractors, but did you guys see the report where they're now charging teenagers a business license to be able to go mow lawns?
No, I saw that.
Nah.
Yes, I saw this.
Who came up with that wonderful idea?
I
The state.
have no idea. Before you
So-
know it, you're going to have tags like on your riding lawnmower.
They say if you want money for a teenager to go mow a lawn, now they want you to pay $130
They have
business
to have like a
license
permit. They have to have a permit
to be able to mow
lawns.
lawns.
That is so wrong.
And-
Well, they're making these kids buy permits to sell lemonade on the street.
Yep.
Okay, so here's another one, car related. I swear we're going to get back to cars. We get sidetracked. All right. Remember I told you that California was trying out the electronic tags. We had the conversation, the digital license plate. Mm-hmm. There was a company who made the digital license plate, and I told you California was going to temporarily try it out and see if they liked it on a small basis. And it's electronic license plate that just puts the. You remember what I'm talking? You're looking
Yeah,
at me.
I
fine.
do.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no,
I want to
I'm-
make sure.
I'm-
All right, I want to make sure we're all on the same page.
I'm listening.
If y'all don't know what I was talking about, so there's a electronic license plate now that's being tested. It looks just like your regular license plate, but the image that is cast looks just like, but it's digital. So it's just a picture, electronic picture on your plate. The license plate markets for about $700, and California was going to be the first one tested. Well, it looks like they're going to move forward with it. Now, I speculated that there was going to be a lot that went to that. Remember? Mm-hmm. That's another flashback. So, and I said, there's going to be more to this. There's a reason for this. Well, there is. And I knew I was onto something. They're going to also flash commercials on the plate. I told you. I knew it. I knew there was a reason for this. It just couldn't be to do a electronic license plate. I knew there had to be another reason for it. So, they say while the car is parked, but I saw a little, I guess, I want to say like a mini commercial, guys, but call it what you will, where when the car was, it looked to be in motion, that they could give you like little updates. So if the car was sitting in traffic and stuff like that, the plate could be taken over, and they showed you amber alerts. So I won't say that's a commercial, but they could flash an amber alert on the plate. They could like give you updates. Hey, don't forget, save the Bay Day. You know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah.
That's still a commercial.
And it's also distracting.
I see. Okay, so now you know.
Because you're distracted because they're going to have to make the letters big so you can see them, so they're going to have to crawl.
Okay.
And you're going to be distracted reading the word as it goes by.
This is what I thought. But they started off with how great this plate would be because at a touch from your phone or whatever, your computer, but most people use phones nowadays, you could update your tag and your tag would automatically be re-registered so you wouldn't have to worry about putting stickers on it. So that's how they advertised it. But then there was like one of the features I thought was interesting was if your car got stolen, you just hit a button and it flashes on the plate, this car stolen.
That's neat.
That'd be pretty neat.
That is neat, but if you're now going to run commercials on the plate, I knew there was a hidden. My point is, guys, I knew there had to be some type of hidden agenda for this license plate.
Well, who's selling the commercials? Who's collecting that revenue?
Okay, that's my question. Now, the other thing was that we were talking about today was I got in a conversation about this plate before we came on the air while I was out at the auto show. Was now you can track that car wherever it goes. It's an electronic plate. Now you know exactly where that car is at any given time.
Can you reconfigure your plate?
Here's how. That was another conversation we get into. Now can I just? Somebody's going to find out how to hack that plate.
Yeah, I'll make a fake plate when I drive through the tunnel.
It just opens up so many possibilities. First of all, the plate's $700. That's a lot of money just to have a fancy, cool digital plate, which people are going to spend it. I already know it because we buy the next newest cell phone every time something cool comes out. We do. I know you're looking at me. You don't, but look. If you look every time a new Android or a new, iPhone comes out, the line is around the line is around the corner. So don't tell me people won't go buy this. They will.
I used to be guilty of that. I
okay,
was.
Same.
So I'm just saying that when I heard about this, we all talked about it, and what did I tell you? There had to be some type of
gimmick
or hidden agenda behind having a digital plate, and I believe I knocked this one out of the park.
Well, $700. I mean, we must be talking about an entire unit that's going to go back there where your license plate was.
It is. It's a complete square size of license plate, and it's installed a special way, so they say it's tamper-proof. And go check it out, guys. If you haven't got an opportunity to go check it out, there is a video that's online. Go look up digital plate or look it up under. I think I found it under digital license plate coming soon, or look up California adopts digital plate. And you guys can see what I'm talking about. And then just comment and tell me what you guys think and what you all think about the idea. And we'll discuss. Like I said, I've been discussing it for a little while now as it keeps on coming forward. But it really hit the mainstream this week. And they really start talking more about it. But like I said, the fact that now that it has the possibility to print commercials and stuff like that, I'm really curious what you guys think about it. Because look. It started as a novelty idea to me, and then I just said I don't think it was novelty. I think there's going to be something behind it, and here we are. So
add a camera to it for your backup camera.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So before we go on commercial break, as everybody knows, we make new friends over Facebook. One of the new friends we made over this weekend was a guy from New Bern, North Carolina, and his name is Dave. He says hello and good afternoon.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So this is kind of an interesting story, pretty neat.
And so does Miss Wood.
So Dave was actually was affected by the storm and came across our radio show and was watching the shows on his back deck and watching, if my understanding, if I got this right, kind of the water rising and stumbled across, and it gave him something to do. And so he was watching some of the old shows, going back through some of the old shows and watching the shows and stuff.
Neat.
So we are glad to have you listeners. Thankful that you made it out all right and it didn't have too much damage done, but cool way to find the show. So welcome aboard, buddy. Very, very cool. We are going to have to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get into some new news, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Okay, your week is crazy. Your local Napa Auto Care Center understands. That's why we're open Saturdays for your convenience. Get that oil change you've been putting off way too long. Be done with those squeaky brakes that are on your last nerve. We get it. Our Napa Auto Care Center is open Saturday when you maybe don't have soccer, dance class, a late meeting at work, you name it. Call for a Saturday appointment now.
Hey guys, Dave Pillage from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of trying all the wrong auto shops and never leaving feeling that satisfied experience? Napa Car Care Centers, the BDG HRVA group, has the answer for you. Friendly, reliable teams assembled for all your automotive needs. Find your local auto center today at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pillage from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. Residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated.
Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more. Or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by Chev, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, just hanging out with the guys, talking about cars. And you guys are in the right place if you like listening to guys just kind of hang out and joke about cars and talk about cars and give you a hard time about cars.
Be a car. Ricky Bobby, I want to go fast.
So here's one. Do you guys remember? It's funny. So we talk on the show all the time about, and it's funny because I was in a conversation earlier this week about, once again, where the idea becomes reality. We've talked about that a lot on this show. It's just an idea and then it becomes reality. So I'll take you back, and I could do flashback all day long because it seems like a lot of things that are in the news this week are the biggest thing of flashback for us. So we've talked about it, and then it becomes the reality. Remember the idea of taking mirrors off cars and just replacing them with cameras?
Yep.
I'm glad you said that because I saw this car that just came out. The video came out on YouTube, and their side mirrors aren't mirrors anymore. There's cameras that are hooked up to the back bumper and shows you what's behind you in the back bumper.
What car was it? Oh, see, there you go.
I'm going to have to...
I'll let you stew on that one. Why? Go on. Well, there you go.
I wonder how long that would take to get used to that.
Well, so Lexus has decided that they're going to go ahead and be one of the first guinea pigs to go ahead and just drop the mirrors and make them cameras. But in one of the little press packages I got, it looks like this is going to be a new trend. A lot of people are going to try to start doing this. One of the biggest things is no longer foggy outside mirrors, no more rainy outside mirrors. So it actually gives you a wider view of the side of your vehicle with a camera than it does with just a small mirror.
No more blind spots.
No, that's exactly what they're saying. So I guess I'd ask, yay, nay, what do you think?
I like it.
Could you do it? I mean, because you're one of the biggest ones that kind of, when it comes to some of that stuff, you're my biggest naysayer. You're like, nah, I just kind of want to stick with the old.
Well, it's a two-way street. First of all, it's going to add to the cost because it's going to be a lot more expensive for a display and a camera system than just a mirror.
Okay, so nice segue, because my next question would be, how much would you be willing to pay extra if that was, we do away and it's an added bill to the car? How much do you think that's worth?
$500.
Okay, I got a question though.
Okay, roll it.
So, for the people that don't know what car this is, it is a 2019 Lexus ES. Now I wonder, can the cameras record? Not only can they be your side mirror, but can they record what's happening around you? So in case you get hit from the side, will it record the accident of who?
I don't think they're going to do that yet. They may, but I don't think that's going to be the main priority. Great feature to have, obviously. Obviously everybody's moving towards cameras in the cars and recording features, but I like the idea. I think it's a great idea to have something that can do that feature. Do I think it would take me a little bit to get used to it? Oh, absolutely.
But have you seen this car? Have you seen
No, I saw the car.
The whole car?
I saw the car, but the package that was given to me was not just focused around that car. It was it was focused around the concept and the idea of that. So, and I saw a lot of different layouts of where they can lay it. Remember how we were talking, if you guys remember, if you goes back a couple different shows and you guys were listening, about the consoles and the dash getting bigger. Remember we were talking about the dash getting bigger and more
second screen.
With second screens or bigger
what the
screens.
Second screen was there for.
I think that's going to play into that because some of what I saw and some of the concepts were smaller screens tucked into the corners of the thing where those were actually TV screens. Now that's where the mirrors would display something. So I'm all for it. I do believe that it would take me a little bit to get used to looking into the corner and seeing a TV screen versus now looking to the outside looking for my mirror. I
don't think it would be too hard.
I don't think it would be hard. I just think it would be a little bit of a transition for me to get
absolutely.
used to. As far as price-wise, I'm taking a little bit of a different approach. I don't want to pay any more for it.
So I
know that sounds weird coming out of my mouth, but I don't want to pay any more for it.
Talk about new technology in the car. About a month ago, I saw a video on YouTube, and it was just an idea. I hope it comes to reality. But the second screen that was inside the car, one screen controlled the radio, and the next screen controlled the whole car on the outside. So you had an inside, so you could control the seats. You could control if the seats went down, what happened to the seats, if they could turn around, like, because it was bringing automation into it. So you hit like a button, and the driver's seat would turn all the way around. That brings in the automated driving at level 5.
Well, it does. Okay, so we've talked about this, and I know a lot of people hate this idea, and we've had this come into play a lot of different times, where your driving experience stops being a driving experience, and it now becomes more of a interaction with guest experience inside your car.
A riding experience.
It is. And what I mean by that is, and we've covered this many different times in different scenarios of this, a lot of the cars of the future, and if you've gone to some of the technology car shows, you see that the driving compartments inside the car now have turned into more of an entertainment area inside the car. And the reason why the cars have taken more of a boxy shape of the future designs, and I'm not talking about what you're driving right this second or what you may be driving next year, so don't get me wrong. If you look at the technology side, some of the cars have taken more of a boxy shape because you no longer are technically going to be driving your car in the future. And that's to say what the plan is. The car will drive itself, and now the car focuses more on socializing the vehicle while the car takes you to where you go. And that's the reason why what Cameron's talking about is the seats now turn around and swivel so you can have conversation in the car while the car takes you where you want to go. That has a lot to do with the reason why there's more screens where the dashboard compartment are, because now it's just a matter of making a selection to where you want to go, and then the car does all the work, and then you turn around in the seat and you conversate while the car takes you where you want to go. And we all shake our heads because you all can't see, but Larry's over here shaking his head just a little bit because some of this stuff is such disbelief. But if you're not going to some of these technology shows, you're not paying attention to this on a daily basis, this all seems like George Jetson to you. But this is really, if you're paying attention or you're in the know or you're getting a lot of the media releases like we do regularly, this is the stuff that is put in front of us daily, that we see daily, that this is where they like to head with some of the technology in cars. And it is pretty crazy. And it is mind-blowing. I mean, to the point where you're just like, get to that point where it's like, you know, you just don't know what to do because it's just staggering where they really want to go with some of this stuff.
So you guys can't, if you guys aren't on our Facebook Live, you cannot see what you just did, but that was the most funniest thing when I just looked up.
Well, it is. It's just, it is mind-blowing. It really is, because we talk, I say it all the time, and I feel like I repeat myself over and over again. We talk about this, and we talk about this, we talk about this, and a lot of this stuff starts as the craziest idea. And then 6 months later, it's reality. Something that we've talked about or has been passed down as what we call a media package, which is a concept idea, then gets passed as a media package of, hey, look what we invented. I mean, seriously, the flying car was shortly just a year and a half ago were all these concepts that people were flying and you watched them hover off the ground, you know, 12 feet off the ground, and people are like, oh, look at this and look what we have. And then all of a sudden, you know, now we have this media package where people are, you know, zipping across the sky in these things. They're like, oh, you know, we could teach your 9-year-old how to drive this thing. You know what I mean? And it's just like, are you kidding me? I mean,
what's going to happen to driving tests?
That's pretty crazy. I have no idea. I don't even know how that's going to become reality. But like I said,
grab our crystal ball now.
Being in this field of cars and talking about all the different car technology and the cool stuff in cars and repairing cars and all this stuff, it still just mystifies me on a daily basis. And on that note, I'm going to take another commercial break. You guys stay with us. I got some more news for you, and we'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cotman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778. Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of your everyday job? Looking for something more? You have to go check out ATI at auto.edu. Advanced Technology Institute has a program for you. From accelerated schedules to assistance in helping students get into the career field fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can.
Take vitamins, exercise, ease up on the coffee. Sound familiar from your last visit to the doctor? Well, your Napa Auto Care Center knows preventive maintenance too. By grouping together services your vehicle needs, customized for the way you drive, they can save you time, money, and hassles. Prevent troubles down the road and give you confidence when you travel. Ask your Napa Auto Care Center to build a preventive maintenance plan for your vehicle today.
Hey guys, check everything your Napa Auto Care Center has to offer at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Their commitment to excellence will leave you coming back for more. So check them out at NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Palach, hanging out with Rock and Larry Cobb. Of course, Cameron always is doing all our technical work for us, keeping us up on live, keeping all the technical stuff with all the radio and computer stuff all combined, so we stay in sync and you guys get a good show. So you guys got to thank him for all that, because that's what he does, and he does a pretty good job at it. So rolling on with all the different news and stuff like that. So I got a Hey Dave for you guys. Oh, look. I rattled his chain and here he is. Look.
I'm amazing.
Yeah, I'm amazing. So y'all ready for it? We haven't had one in a while. Hey Dave.
Hey Dave.
Hey Dave. So
I
got a listener letter.
For you.
Hey Dave. Gotta read this. I'll read it right. Why is it so expensive to do wheel bearings? I have a 2002 Toyota that I need wheel bearings done. They told me to do both sides. Explain it to me. Tanya in Chesapeake. So, Cameron knows the answer. You're not giving it to him. I'm going to give it. So, here.
No, I was about to make a joke. I was
So,
going to say, if you think it's expensive on a Toyota, wait till you get on a Ford.
well, that's a whole other story because the setup's a little bit. So, here's the thing. It's not that it's expensive. It's the fact that they're going to have you do both sides. And you don't have to do both sides, but they're probably going with the theory that I always have, and you've heard me explain this before. If you're doing the hub assembly wheel bearings, they're probably selling it to you as an assembly. There's obviously a reason why they want you to do the other side. My theory always is they have the same amount of wear on it as one side does. So you probably have one side that's probably bad. You probably have another side that may not be bad, but has the same amount of mileage on it. So they're probably suggesting that you do both at the same time so you don't run into the problem that you already run into on one side. You didn't express to me whether it's left or it's right or the reason why they have suggested. So I'm going to take a guess and say that they're suggesting doing both sides just because of equal mileage. That's where the money value tends to go up just a little bit. I many times have suggested to people that, hey, the left side's bad or the right side's bad. And while I'm there, even though I don't have to take the other side apart to do it, you might want to go ahead and just do both sides. So sometimes the left may be bad and you're doing the right side for preventative more than you're doing anything else. So you've left me kind of open to guess why they're suggesting it. But I have, like I said, many times said, let's go ahead and do both. I've explained this on many different parts. CV axles, I used to do the same thing on CV axles. If I'm going to do your left side or I'm going to do your right side, they both have equal amount of wear on it. One may be bad, and sure, we can just do one side. But if you're in the position, money-wise, to do both, I much rather do both while I'm there, just for the fact that they have equal mileage on it. I can't count how many times in the past that I have said, hey, your right side CV axle is bad. I do the right side, and within sometimes a week, sometimes a month, sometimes 2 months, the customer had come back, and now the other side is bad too. That doesn't always happen. I'm not going to say that's always the case, but it had happened to me many times. And then I feel like we didn't do our due diligence by offering the fact that let's do both of them while we're there. Now, once again, do I have to do both of them at the same time? No, because I'm only taking one side apart and that's all I have to do it. But I do have the car up in the air. The car's already with me. We're already there. It's not a whole lot of work to pop the other side apart and do both of them. And at least you know that both were changed at the exact same time, and it's peace of mind. So keep that in mind. Like I said, it's not that you gave me you didn't give me a lack of information, but you didn't give me a whole lot of information to make the determination of why they're telling you to do both those. But it's not a bad idea. At least you know that both of those were changed at the exact same time. It takes some of the guessing work out later. If you plan on keeping the car for a long period of time, you always know, hey, I did both of these at the exact same time. At this time, these both parts were changed. So you and I have talked about it, Larry. There's a lot of things that you've agreed with me that let's change both those at the exact same time. So I
agree with this. To me, it's a common sense issue.
It is, and like I said, if money's the factor, sure, absolutely, you could just do one time. But there has to be some type of reason why they're suggesting doing both. Maybe they see a little wear on one. Maybe it doesn't make any noise at all, and that's just the reason. They just want to make sure that both those parts are changed at the same time, just for the purpose of, hey, let's be preventative. So, like I said, there's a lot that plays into that. Doesn't hurt to get a second opinion sometimes, but like I said, there may be a reason why they're steering you in that course. And like I said, I've done it many, many times myself.
That's just like going to a shop and saying, hey, I want my oil replaced, but I don't want my oil filter replaced.
Believe it or not.
No, don't.
No. I've had some customers to save money that have asked me, well, would it save me money if I didn't have the filter replaced? And I'm dumbfounded by that. I've never had the right response to that ever. I've gotten very quiet, and I know the look on my face probably has answered that question for people, but I've had people ask me that question.
Yeah, it'll save you money on this job, but It's a stupid thing to do to not want to replace the object that filters your oil.
I would never answer the question to a customer that way.
Well, of course not.
I mean, I wouldn't, but I've had people ask me some of the weirdest questions to save money, and I'm just, yes, I'm dumbfounded. I've had people ask me if I could take the filter and wash it out and put it back up there. You'd be surprised some of the Cameron's face is the funniest face.
What you gonna wash it out with,
If
I was about to say,
if I could flush the filter for them and put it back on.
You're going to wash it with water.
Well, here's the thing.
Does water and oil mix?
Well, no, it doesn't. But here's the thing. But keep this in mind. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people really don't know. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the filters are paper. They don't understand the inside of that's a paper filter. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just people don't know. Here's the thing. The fact that you took the time to bring your car in to have service, you're way ahead of the game for most people. The fact that you're even standing in front of a repair facility, caring enough about your car to take care of it and have it serviced, you're way ahead of the game. So I applaud you in that fact more than anything else that there is, because there's a lot of people. There's people that just don't ever think that the car needs to be serviced. I had a lot of people coming to me over the years that my dad told me the only thing I need to do is just keep on topping it off.
What, the oil?
Yes. I kid you not. I cannot count how many times that they had come into me for something else. And I'm like, well, when was the last time you had an oil change? Oil change? My dad just told me to just go ahead and keep topping it off.
Well, at least they're using the dipstick.
And then I would be like, well, how long have you owned the car? Well, I've owned it since it was new. And then I go in there and I creep in there. The car's got like 78,000 miles on it. And I'm like, so let me get this straight. You've owned the car since it was new? Yep. And you've never had an oil change on this car? No. Well, I'm going to take a stab and say that that's probably the reason why this car is running rough, and that's why you're here today. I can't make this stuff up, guys. These are real conversations I've had over the years.
Man. Real
conversations I've had over the years. They're in because the car has a weird, rough idle to it, or it's running rough, and they can't figure it out, and that's why and they can't figure out why the car isn't running correctly. But they've never changed the oil in the car in 78,000 miles. They've just always just kept adding to the oil, and we get underneath there, and it's still got the dealer oil filter on the car.
I guess the poor air filter never gets replaced, huh?
Yeah.
I remember when I was in a shop. I forget what I was trying to get for the car, and this girl was like, I have a problem with my car. This light keeps coming on. And they're like, what light is it? She goes, I don't know. It looks like a can pouring water out of it. And they go and they go, that's your oil light. There's oil in the engine? Well, what's it there for?
People, you'd be surprised. I mean, I have some of the, over the years, I've had some of the strangest conversations with people with their cars. And to their defense, they just don't know. It's not out of negligence for some of them.
Yeah.
It's just because they just don't know. No one's ever told them.
I guess that's possible. I kind of find that so hard, the way I grew up in my love for cars and spending time with them and wanting to know about them. Plus, I had a father that taught me. When I first got a car, it was like, you got to do this, you got to do that. Because I remember asking him, do I have to change the oil filter every time? He said, you want to keep the car running? I said, yeah. He said, yes, you do.
To this woman's defense, she said every 3,000 miles, I pull the dipstick and I check it. And if I need to top it off, I top it off. So she was kind of on the right track.
Well, she obviously she must be burning oil if she's having to top it off on a regular basis.
Well, I mean, if you run in a car in 78,000 miles and you've never done an oil change, she was looking to see if she needed to add oil every 3,000 miles.
Yeah, well, at least she checked.
Right. She was every 3,000 miles. She said, I check it to see if I need to add oil to it or anything.
Should be checking before 3,000 miles, but like a case like that, she probably should be checking it every other week.
Well, the engine was severely abused.
Yeah.
At that point, I mean, it was in a state of need of a lot of work. But it was running.
Needed rings, needed piston.
No, I mean it was not running optimal. But like I said, I mean she was in the right direction.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's a lot of people that just don't know.
It's kind of scary.
No, it is. It is. But I mean, What can you do?
Because when you're buying a car, it's a good bit of money that
Well,
you're laying
here's
down.
the thing. When you buy a car nowadays, and a lot of people, that are listening or watching on Facebook Live, you all that have bought a brand new car, you tell me how many people popped the hood and ran you through everything on the car. Or opened up the manual and ran you through, okay, here's what you do with this mile interval, and here's what you do. You tell me how many times that's been done for you, because I know that's not been done.
Never happened to me.
I'm just
New or used car. Nobody, even
they used to, way back in the day.
Well, the very first new car I purchased was in 80. So from 1980 on, I had never had that happen. As a matter of fact, when I bought my first new car in 1980, the salesman had me in that car so fast my head was spinning.
I remember when I bought my new car back in 96. I remember the gentleman opened it up and checked the first couple intervals. You're going to need to do this and this and this at the next intervals. Mm-hmm. But that was probably about the last time that was ever done for me that I can remember. The ones I bought since then, no, hasn't happened. So y'all chew on that for a little bit. We got to take another commercial break. I'm sorry, it just has to happen. Hang in there. We'll be back. We'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. Residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated.
Something really cool happened in 1975. And no, it wasn't the beginning of the disco era. Congress passed the Magnuson-Moss Act, so you don't have to take your vehicle back to your dealer to keep your vehicle manufacturer's warranty in effect. Our Napa Auto Care Center uses the proper replacement parts and procedures to keep that warranty valid. Visit our independently owned Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, you asked for it and I delivered. Check out our all-star team of automotive specialists at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI. Not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Palach. Hey, so we're talking about cars, everything that's in the news, hanging out. You couldn't ask for much more, could you? Well, you could, but that's all I'm delivering today. So
you can ask for more, but would you get it?
Maybe, maybe not. Can't make any guarantees. But so, got a caller. I had to put my headphones on. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, hey, this old man Fred. Hey, look, your oil stories with the car. I had an old Mustang, and I was driving it to work every day, and it got to burning oil. Well, I'd stop by the Kmart, and I'd go in there and get a jug of old oil or used oil, whatever it was, cheap, bring it home, pop the hood, and I had so many glugs, like glug. I had about 3 glugs. I didn't have to check the oil, put the thing back on, drive it to work the next day. Come home again, do the same thing. Finally, I get the engine, rebuilt and done. And the guy says, man, I don't know what you were doing to that engine, he said, but that was the cleanest engine that I have ever worked on. He said, whatever you were doing, keep doing it, And I was thinking, oh, you know not what you were telling me to do, because I never changed the oil in it or nothing like that time.
Hey, sometimes it works.
Yeah. I never did tell him. What I was doing.
He probably would have had a stroke if you told him what you were doing.
He would have, yeah. Oh, man, enjoying the show today. Great show.
I appreciate it, partner. I appreciate it a lot.
Okay, and a shout out to Cameron.
Thank you.
All right, but we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, my man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
He jogged my memory. I remember as a teenager, I used to go to the service station and buy used oil because it was cheaper, and it was in a glass jar.
And it's just filtered down. That's all it was, just filtered out.
Yeah, so I buy used oil for 30 cents.
Hey, if it works. Hey, I got one for you. So do you remember when we were talking about, and here's one for you guys as well. I know a lot of you guys remember because we talked about this off the air. I got a bunch of different flashback. I got a bunch of emails and texts and stuff about this, about these new windshields they want to come out with, and they're automated windshields that will go in the cars, and they can have, they're talking about putting your prescription in them so they can, you wouldn't have to wear glasses when you drive, and they could see way ahead, and they could zoom in and recognize deer out in the distance and show you, and all these different things that they could do. Well, they added some features to it. I told you there's all these different features they could do, and one of the features were they could highlight, you pull in a parking lot, it would scan the parking lot, and then on the windshield highlight available parking spots for you. Which is an interesting feature. And then one of the other ones was if you had a sports car, that it could give you the best line. So on the windshield, it would track your line as you go around a track, and then it would drop the dotted line and show you the best line around the race course for you, was another feature it had.
They're going to use that at NASCAR?
I don't know. I'm telling you, some of the stuff that they come out with for these things are absolutely crazy.
Even if they did, you wouldn't be able to do anything. You have stages now.
I'm telling you, some of the things, like I told you, as you're driving, the windshield would highlight and show you like the cheapest gas as you drive by, and it'll tell you where the cheapest gas stations are. It would highlight and tell you new restaurants as you on the side of the window. It would tell you, oh, this is the restaurant you were talking about. It's right over here. You take a left here, and it's 2 streets down. Just highlighted up on the side and stuff. So these were some of the concept ideas. Like I told you, automotive and technology is starting to cross big time. So now some of your auto shows are more like a technology auto show. So as people invent more things, it's less auto show and more auto / technology shows, and it's crazy with some of these things are being invented. And I like them because I just think technology is insane. And Cameron's the biggest goof. You guys can't see him, and if you're listening on the radio, you definitely can't hear him. But between these two, they try to get me to lose my mind on the mic, just to see if I'll start cracking up. It is the most comical thing in here sometimes.
If I wanted to crack you up, I could.
I know. So I'm sure. So here's the last thing. Okay, so Cameron and I started talking about it. So how about if you build it? We're coming into the studio, and there was a Mazda Miata in front of us that was lowered down, and he was doing some work on it, stuff like that. Now, I think the Mazda Miata is kind of a cool car, but I have this hankering for have you heard about the killer Miatas?
No, I haven't.
That's where they take the Mazda Miata and they put the LS motor in it.
Okay.
So they put, basically the Camaro motor, they put a V8 in it, okay?
All right.
And they make it wicked fast. Basically, like, let's just take a Corvette motor and throw it in a small Mazda Miata, okay? And they have like a whole conversion for it. And it just makes it just a suicide car. It's just wicked fast car in a tiny little body, okay?
Make it go fast.
Very fast. So, and I was told Cameron, I was like, well, basically you're just making just a really cool drift car is really what you're making. It's just a tire smoker, you know what I mean? And then I went,
So I looked at him.
Yeah. So we started talking about it, and I was like, I wonder if you could get farm plates on that. Say if you live out in the country, if you put farm plates on, I was like, they probably wouldn't have you have farm plates on it. And Cameron goes, well, maybe so, because you could technically just say that you're crop dusting with it. If you just put a set of drift tires on it and you just drove it up and down your driveway back and forth, and you just smoked the tires completely, you just say that you're crop dusting. So then would it count as a crop duster? And then you could get farm tags for it then, couldn't you?
Well, the farm tags are for farm use. So
well, if
as
you're
long
crop
as you,
dusting,
if you're using it on the farm, you should be able to get farm use.
So now we have this idea that maybe we get farm tags on a Mazda Miata and just call it a crop duster.
Then they'll charge you an extra fee.
Well, I mean,
Don't have to get
we have this idea that we're thinking that maybe we could get a Mazda Miata, put a big motor in it, and call it a crop duster.
I don't think it would work.
We're doing it.
I'm up to the challenge.
When we show up to this studio,
Send me
When
a
we show up to the
Miata.
studio with a Mazda Miata and farm tags on it, what are you going to do then, huh? So we kind of have this bright idea that we'll call it the crop duster.
I'll be eating crow when you do that.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
Why
You know how
not?
cool it would be to have a Mazda Miata with farm tags on it?
that'd be a story. That would be one.
Everybody would be like,
story.
"How did you get farm tags on a Mazda Miata?" And I'd be
It's
like,
not
"This
a
is."
Mazda Miata. It's a crop
I'd be like,
duster.
"This is our crop duster.
You use it on the farm.
We use it on the farm. We crop our dust. We dust our crops with it. Crop our dust was that made no sense. Hey, but it worked. I'm just saying. Look,
Your mind's in overtime.
it makes sense to me, and that's all that counts.
That is true.
Anyway, guys, that brings us to the end of our show. It is Saturday. I'm telling you, it's beautiful outside. The sun is out. It's perfect temperature, a great breeze. Great day for a car show. You still got an hour for the car show out there in Pungo ends. Tomorrow, hey, Cars at Waterside. Don't miss it. Another great car show. We're going to be out there. Come out there and find us. Say hi. Spend some time with us. We're going to be out there with our sponsors. American DIY Garage is going to be out there. We're going to be hanging out with them. I'm telling you, come find us, say hi, hang out with us, get a couple goodies out there while you're out there. It's going to be a great show. Turn off the TV, spend some time with your kids. I'm telling you all the time, they'll love you for it. You can't take back the time that you miss. Hey, we're out of here, and we'll talk to you guys soon.